Welcome everyone to another Honkai Star Rail Sunday. It is still Ceredra's banner at this time, as you can see. It is the ending part though, which means that the new update is coming, which means that Evernight will be dropping shortly. I know a lot of people are super excited about that. So make sure you get your pulls in if you're still aiming for Ceredra. Nova Flare is wrapping up shortly as well, so make sure that you get these, you test out these older characters to get these free Stellar Jade, because they got buffed for the new meta. Memory of Chaos reset recently, so you can work on it to get some of the points. As you can see, I do about what I normally do, where I get to like level 9 and 10 before I am unable to push forward. And it does look like Apocalyptic Shadow will be expiring shortly, so make sure you get that in so you don't miss the free quote-unquote Stellar Jade. The battle rewards. Divergent Universe will also be getting its level cap extended shortly. And then Old Brew will be ending today, so make sure you get that in. It's about an hour and a half kind of event. Super short. It's a little fun with some reoccurring characters that are like, hey, don't forget these people exist. They're going to be important soon. And then also the Chrysos Maze Grand Restaurant will be ending for the limited time reward shortly. It's not going to actually be like over because it is a conventional memoir, which means that you will still be able to play it, just the limited time rewards will no longer be available. And I think this one is like a 4-hour event, if I remember correctly, so it's also not super long. But it does take a little bit of time to like sit down and do, but you can do it all in one sitting, because that's what I did. There's not much to update you from my characters. As you can see, I had this team up. Let's switch back to this one. And then let's see. To update you on what I've been doing is I've just literally been farming for Dan Heng's permanence form. So I have all of those and whatnot. So we're ready to go there. Very excited for him. Very excited that he's also free. I am very happy about that. Oh, that's Screwlium. Interesting. Regardless, is Xander on here? Because we learned that Xander... Yes. Okay, so this is... In the last time, little side cap from it, in our last one, we found out at the end of the main quest, spoilers by the way, turn away if you haven't finished the main quest, we found out that Lycurgus is actually part of 9, I believe. That Xander, when he died, he uploaded his consciousness into like a mainframe essentially, and then broke it into 9 pieces, and Lycurgus is one of those pieces. So that's really interesting. So I was like, oh, is Xander's portrait on here? And he is. And so this is Lycurgus when he was human. Interesting. I don't really have much else to update you all on. I continue on my quest to try and finish Golden Gear to its maximum capacity. Did I get a new route unlocked? I think I did. Maybe. No. Anyway, we're currently just doing this bit, trying to like unlock everything. I got one new neural network bit here, so we're slowly getting our way through it. I think I got like a new, I got a bunch of new dice interface because I'm actually able to defeat level 5 now that I'm not playing it at a harder difficulty. Other than that, I don't have much to update you on. I'm currently trying to build more of Sunday's relics, so when I got done farming for, where is he? When I got done farming for the new Dan Heng, I've just been working on his on his relics, trying to get them better. I'm almost at 200 crit damage, so we're pleased there. Not much else to tell you all about. I think so, yeah. So we are up to date on the main story, and we do have all of our side missions done, like all of the events. So we are gonna go back to working on the submissions. This is the last one we were working on, which is the weird romance between one of the Titankin and Paris. And we stopped here, I believe. How do I get in here? I'm assuming that it's in this bit here, so... It is. Okay, so we will be going back to doing some side missions today and clearing some of those up. Okay, partner, let's keep exploring the past. The statue lady and Iisen are still waiting for us. So we did stop in the middle of this quest, because we'd ran out of time last time. Surely not, Grand Craftsman. Are you saying that you cannot repair her? Can materials have not, earth stones, golden blood of strife, seeds of reason, nothing there is. Ah, why are all those things derived from the Titans? Oh, how they rejoice at the suffering of mortals. Just give up. Do not further sully what little honor I have remaining. Let me give myself to my destiny in the underworld. Miss, your strength is fading. Do not waste it on pessimism. Let me think of a way. Grand Craftsman, what is this? Calculation tablet. Divine object. Oryx's it is. Unravel prophecy. Change time and space. Hard it is. Oh, I know this. This is Yiannopoulos' astrologer's favorite toy. This should be able to repair the holes in her body. Understand, you do not. Use it, you cannot. Hey, with a city as vast as Akhma, are you sure we can find no one that has made this thing spin? Ah, my savior from before. I never expected you would defeat the Titankin. I mean, I just knew you'd make it out alive. As you understand this thing, I must ask you for your help once more. Fear not, Paris will not let your efforts be in vain again, and they will be greatly appreciated. I can't help but feel like this guy is shady. Whatever. Let's help him with the statue lady's for the statue lady's sake. Do a little puzzle time. Easy peasy. My savior, you are truly amazing. After all my years in Akama, I cannot fathom that I knew not of a hero as both wise and strong as you. Why are you trying to save me? I knew you had ulterior motives. Then what of you, soldier by the name of Paris? The divine declaration of Minista states, one must not turn a blind eye as beauty dies. You understand what I mean, don't you, beautiful girl? You are exhausting. However, I have another reason. Your words and actions displease me. You choose not to fight back even in the face of unfair execution. You would not even put up a struggle. I saved your life to prove to you, destiny is something that can be defeated. Foolishness. Okay, well, as we are in Akama, a browse of the memorial market would be far more entertaining than sitting around calling me foolish idea all day. I'll take you. Hey, Granny Madanella, how's business? Heavens, young Paris, you're alive. I was all prepared to give offerings to Thanatos for your safe passage. Oh, then I thank you for your kindness, seeing as I have returned alive. How about giving those offerings to me instead? Ha, fine, take them. Hold on, am I seeing things? Is that a Nikador Titankin behind you? Fear not, Granny, she is a guest of Akama. I see. My apologies. Welcome to Akama, dear guest. Do you not fear me? Ha! Here in the land of Akama, we are under the protection of Kethali. There is nothing to fear here. I have never left the city in my life, so all I know of Castrum Crimnos is what I've heard. Like how you live and only to fight and do not farm the land. I imagine the only fruit you'll ever have tasted is what you have pillaged. You are in Akama now. Let me treat you to a feast. Would you care for an apple? Maybe a Mediterrana fig? I don't need it. You must not refuse her generosity. Granny Matinella is normally extremely stingy. But my race is built only for battle. We have no organs with which to feed. Ah, such a pity. We are bathed in the golden blood of Nikador. We need no external objects to sustain ourselves. We feed only on strife. Get a load of this wretched Nikador, spending their days drowning in their sacramental wine while never giving their children mouths to sample the flavors of the world. Young Paris, when you finally defeat the Mad King, let us seal his mouth shut too. Ha, a coward like him would run for the hills when faced with Nikador. That's right, I'd have to run. If I die on the battlefield, I'll never get a chance to go to Arcadia. Arcadia? There it is, Arcadia. You still obsessed with that idea? I need to sit you down for a good talking to. Ah, well, since our guest cannot partake of fruits, we will have to look around for another store. Praise Circes, may you grant my citizens wisdom that their writings never grow cheap. Oh, Kaupi, praying again? Paris, you're alive? Thank heavens. I saved the new secret of the golden carpet here for you. Just a second. What is it that you brought with you? Hey, this is a guest of Akama. Don't be so rude. Ha, my apologies. I've only ever read of the Titankin of Strife and battle reports and stories. I got a little startled. So this is the secret of the golden carpet you mentioned. Does it say anything about Arcadia in it? There it is again, Arcadia. It does not. I imagine writers have moved on to other interests. Nowadays, people want to read about the heroes of the Crisis Era doing battle with the monsters of the Black Tide. This kind of utopian storyline has grown old now. They have no taste. Wait, I meant to ask, what is this, Arcadia? Do you not read in Castrum Crimnos? Arcadia is a wonderland woven by Menesta. It was one of their gifts to Circes. Safe under the bindings of the golden thread, the lance of fury cannot pierce it, and the hand of shadow cannot touch it. Ha, it sounds like no more than a story created by those who fear strife and death. No, Arcadia definitely exists, because I hold it in my hand, a golden thread of rebirth from Arcadia itself. Paris produced a spindle from his robe, round which a number of golden threads glisten in the dawn light. Oh, I never expected you to reveal your treasure to others. Golden thread of rebirth. I once rescued a princess as she fled from the Black Tide. As her thanks, she gifted me this national treasure. Every day I can hear it whispering to me, calling me to go to a distant land. One day I'll find this place. I will escape this endless strife and ever-looming death and enjoy an eternal romance with the one I love. Ha! Who is this one you love? Surely it's not Lady Onone, the one that gifted you this treasure. Don't joke like that. If I had not saved her life, I would not even have the right to speak with her now. Rather than the elder that already enjoys the love of thousands, I'm more suited to another type of traveling companion, one that has never felt love before, one that has never understood the true meaning of romance. Having said those words, Paris turns to Fiore Archer with obvious admiration in his eyes. But be she an enemy or an outsider, I hope that I can become her romantic companion, that I could wind the perfect golden thread around her body and finally break the cold fate she once faced. Such a pointless and shallow topic. Continue indulging in your delusions as you please. I have more interest in the armor in the store over there. Wait, that's not armor, those are dresses. Ah, that girl, my savior. Could you keep an eye on her? Please do not allow the guards to mistake her for an enemy and reduce her to rubble. Paris, I get you teasing the city girls with that sweet talk, but you really say those things to something like that? You descendants of Circes are far too narrow-minded. In the eyes of romance, all should be seen as equal. That way. Shh, this is the familiar scent nearby. The city of Akuma. There are so many butterflies here. They are nymphs. They are Titankin like yourself. That's Aglaia from the past. She seems no different to how she is today. How unusual. A soldier of the Lance of Fury browsing in Memorial Market is a rare sight indeed. Welcome to the Eternal City, guest from Krymnos. Thank you. You said that those butterflies are Titankin? Which Titan are they descended from? Well, when it comes to butterflies, they are naturally descendants of Menesta. Legend has it that Menesta longed for the love of Circes, but their love was unrequited. They died with a sense of deep regret. Feeling great pity, Thanatos cast those that had lost their lives to love into a cocoon of romance and allowed them to be reborn as golden butterflies. These are the resulting Titankin. They now work hard for the love of their beloved god. They trace the trail of romance and collect love to heal Circes for Menesta's sake. Ha, the people here praise Menesta for their unconditional love. Turns out they are no more than a foolish deity caught in a one-sided infatuation. That is because if you look at romance through the eyes of reason, it is an existence that one cannot explain. If you ask me, immersing oneself in a fantasy and forcing that onto another person is no more than acting out a self-produced tragedy. Such a selfish romance is no more than strife that one suffers alone. Perhaps you are right. Many of the things that bring romance to our lives are in fact so unremarkable that they are almost crude. However, this is something that those who have fallen in love struggle to realize for themselves. They see a swamp as a sweet spring and rough twine as a golden thread. But like parasites, the larvae of romance dwell in the heart of all. We know not when and they will metamorphosize into butterflies and change our perception from clarity to bedazzlement. This is the blessing that Menesta grants to all, though it may also be seen as a curse. It's almost the parting hour, girl. Come on. Is that your friend calling you? Farewell. I pray that the golden thread will not hinder your footsteps. What do you think? Isn't life in the Holy City much happier than the life of constant fighting of Castrum Krymnos? It is, but I feel pity for the happiness that you feel. The strife of the outside world prepares to break through your city walls, yet your citizens are immersed in a false sense of peace. You enjoy this tranquility without any shame at all. Compared to the bloodthirsty lions bred by the Lance of Fury, you are no more than a flock of sheep coddled by the love of Kefali. But it is this right to enjoy tranquility that brings the people of Akuma together. Your pride of lions has already abandoned you. Why not wrap yourself in the wool of a sheep and enjoy the happiness of a flock for yourself? I'll take your silence as tacit consent. My savior, I will bid you farewell. I must go and find a bed that can sleep a Titankin. Oh, please tell me, savior. I will tell you all that I know. How would I know? If I knew that, I wouldn't linger 1 second longer in Akuma. My entire life till this moment has been no more than making preparations for a journey I've yet to begin. I've joined the army to earn money. I've gathered information. Next, I must find someone willing to travel by my side. Once my preparations are complete, I will make sure I repay you for their kindness, believe me. We still don't know where Arcadia is. Did Paris really make it there in the future? The memory sense is growing more and more unusual. We will need to go into the more recent past to see. The second memory. Within the old Akuma, a soldier is lost in the flow of time. Perhaps the lack of battle meant I also fell into the flow of time less acutely, but my days in Akuma have flown by like an arrow. The people of the city have accepted me, and the soldiers that once abducted me because of my companions, they constantly affronted me with something that I could not properly describe. It was something I had never felt in my hometown, a type of kindness. However, in the face of these emotions, I felt my stone body becoming more and more hollow, as if the warmth of this kindness was evaporating my golden blood of strife away. The idol born for war had fled the battlefield. Their fate deviates from course. When the ship's trajectory is no longer followed, its passenger's soul becomes lost in remorse. When I fight on the battlefield, I need not beg for the willow spring of Circes, nor drive away the flying insects of Benesta. My worries find solace in the blood and sand, and the call of a horn guides me forward. But in this holy city, the spring water of Memorial Palace has washed clean all the blood and sand. The song of the dawn cloud silences the horn. Standing under a clear sky, I instead find that I can see nothing at all. Girl, where are you? I finally found you. The palace's month of joy celebration is so lively. But why are you hiding here alone? I have never intended a ritual like this and do not understand your customs. I fear that my presence would ruin your enjoyment. Oh, great chalice of plenty, the most important thing during the festival of Fagoza is not observe any etiquette. Come, even if you don't have the tongue to savor honey mead with me, you can listen to the songs of celebration and laughter with me. Very well, then I shall allow an unbridled man such as yourself to show me the joy of indulgence. If the noise that you bring me can fill this void, I would not resist sinking into the bottomless cup. Ah, nameless creation. You once raised high your bow of fury and marched on step by step, launching your arrow deep into the enemy's chest. Oh, the glory you gained, all is now in vain. From the depths of the memory emerged the sounds of a lively party. Praise Fagoza, praise Memorial Palace. Wow, are they having a party? This place is so busy. That's it. You're such a great dancer, Paris. No matter how great a dance it is one that you have all seen before. However, we have a rare guest here today that may be able to show us a new dance like no other. Miss, come, dance with me. Me? Come on, it's not difficult. Just move your body to the rhythm. Don't be shy. Let us see the dance of Crest from Crimnos. Hey now, you're not still so attached to your past that you cannot do Akuma the honor of a dance, are you? Fine, I'll try. Not bad at all. You call that dancing? Wait, girl, look out! Crash. Oh no, that's not good. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. The sound of the statue shattering to the ground brought the entire atmosphere to dead silence. As the laughter faded, the bubbling of whisters began. That was carved from the sacred rock of Giorio. She smashed it like it was nothing. That's right, I was just standing next to her. If she had fallen on me, I'd been sent straight to Thanatos, would I not? I hear this thing was created only for war. It might even killed our kin. Why should we allow something like that to come to our celebration? Essentially the comment sections of the universe. Hey, what are you saying? Everyone, do not insult our guest. This Titankin, this lady, is a guest of Akuma. Do not bring your prejudices into the city of acceptance. Captain, the bodies of Titankin or mortals are not the same. Is allowing her to frolic here freely not endangering the lives of the citizens? You have a point. Did you hear that, Paris? You should not have brought her here. Alright, we'll go. It's not like there is nowhere else in Memorial Palace for us to enjoy ourselves. Hold on, she is one of us now. She must obey our laws. The Memorial Palace is a gift to us from Fagosa, and the precious property of Akma. According to law, the garrison must detain any criminal that damages the place and take them to the court for sentencing. Huh? Surely it's not that serious. Don't forget she's a guest of Elder Onone. Are you saying that as a guest of the Elder, she is above the checks and balances of Talanton? He's right. You think an outsider being above the law of our holy city is justifiable? That's right. Take her for sentencing. Judge her for the damage to Akama alongside the past offenses she has committed against our people. Do you see the will of the people? Do not use your personal affairs to interfere with the justice of this land any longer. That is, unless you can restore this damaged item to its previous glory. You're right, we can fix it with Orynyx's prayer. My savior, it's been a while. I had no idea you were at the celebration too. Huh, stranger, do not allow your drunken revelry to speak nonsense for you. How would you possibly restore these fragments? This hero can enter custom kimono as they please and wield the divine spear of Orynyx. They would never deceive you. My savior quickly showed them your talents. See? Good as new. Let us fight no more. We would not want to cause a scene in front of our guests. The power of Orynyx. Very well, as a capable hero has stepped in to help, I will take this matter no further. However, I would ask you still to leave this place for the safety of our citizens. You are more suited to dancing on the battlefield than at a banquet. Captain, how could you say such things? No, he is right. As an envoy of strife and your former enemy, I should not be here to disturb your celebrations. Farewell. Miss, wait. Paris, you wait right there. Ever since that Titankin came to Akama, you have grown even more undisciplined. Do not forget that you are also a member of the Holy City's garrison. There will come a day when you will have to fight to the death against her kind to protect Akama. I cannot help but wonder, if you were on the battlefield now, could you swing your blade at something with her face? What is he saying? Surely Paris and that Titankin aren't... I'd always heard that the guy was a playboy, so he's into that stuff too. I do not know. To this day, I've never had the courage to face Titankin enemies. But what do I know is that this Titankin is no longer our enemy. You should not use your words as a weapon against her. O chrysalis of gold, weave your silk over the eyes of my fellow no longer. How can someone as blind as him hope to face the approaching strife? The elders and the soldiers no longer hold the safety of this city's people most dear. They prioritize their useless sentiments. If we all continue this way, how could we hope to fight against the impending threat? Are we supposed to beg Minesta and their threads to protect us from their weapons? Savior, did you see where the Titankin girl went? I'm sure the captain's words just now really hurt her. Savior, please help me find her. I imagine she must be near the market. Where could she be? If I were her, I might look for a place with open views. Oh, look up. Oh, can't get that way. This way. The foray archer sits alone, staring at Kefali in the distance. Their carved stone face shows no emotions at all. Can I help you? Heh, he just doesn't give up. I am indeed thinking about what the captain said, but I am not sad. I am thinking about whether what he said is true. Humans are different to us. Kefali has bestowed you with infinite possibilities. Your bodies can be used for any kind of work. You can worship any titan you choose, and you can do whatever it is you please. But we Titankin are not the same. My body is created for strife. I cannot taste food, dance with man, or create future generations. If it were not for Cersei's power overflowing into the world, I would not even have the rights to thought or language. Perhaps I should return to the battlefield. That is the only way that I can truly know who I am. A warrior does not even have a name. That is my fate. Girl, how is it that you still keep speaking of fate? If the chains of fate were truly unbreakable, you would have long since been reduced to gravel in Castrum Primnos. Paris. What is there to fear about fate? The titan that bears the scales is themselves confused. The titan that pulls the curtain is blind, and the titan that guides the way is lost. There are no more than 3 blind mice that guide the strings of fate. Huh. You cower on the battlefield, yet wield the courage to curse the gods of fate. I believe this courage of yours is misplaced. The gods would never pierce my heart with their blade personally, unlike the warriors of Casham Crimnos. What's more, they cannot find it in themselves to assist their most devoted disciples. Do you think they have the time to address a rambling mortal like me? This is true. To the titans on the golden throne, we are no more than insignificant ants. So why not curse them with me? Come and vent your dissatisfaction with the arrogance of fate. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but our savior has led by example. It's your turn. If the 3 titans could hear me, I would rather they answer the doubts in my heart than curse their existence. But they will not answer my questions. All they would do is whisper paradoxical prophecies into the ether. They are as cold as the very fate they control, beings that flaunt their responsibilities like they are no more than a bunch of hyenas. Whatnas? That was the language of the Titans. I'm sure they can understand. A specific slur against Titans? That's so cool. Teach me. No, a mortal tongue cannot pronounce our language. Hey now, don't underestimate a human's ability to learn. Halness. Ha, you dummy. The statue lady seems much happier now. I'm happy for her. But it looks like we still haven't found enough information on Arcadia. We need to take these memories forward a little more. The 3rd memory. A long time later, within the city of Akuma, the echoes of endless strife resurface once more. Listen, listen now. Listen, listen now. It comes from afar. You know this sound. It is strife. It has come. The clashing of blades sound like singing, a chorus of flesh cleaved from bone. And with strife comes death. I hear the countless warriors have died before the holy city. Their blood flows like a stream, almost summoning the river of souls to earth. Child of war, why do you turn a blind eye? Join in the battles, it matters not what side. No, I hung up my bow long ago. I am now an ordinary woman of Akuma. Over the years, Paris taught me the tranquility and happiness to be found in human life. I learned forging under the Grand Craftsman. I crafted silver jewelry for myself and a sword for Paris. But what you wish to forge the most is a murderous weapon, a bow and arrow that can take away life. You even put in a fuller in the sword you give in Paris so it can kill better. I learned to cook from Master Calpe's books. I can create dishes that humans love and prepare delicious recipes for my Paris. But you come alive the most in moments when you're slaughtering livestock, and your favorite scent is that of raw blood on the chopping block. I also learned how to embroider with Granny and Matella. I wove dresses for myself and tapestries for Paris. The tapestry shows the people of Akuma breathing their last, with those from Castan Crimnos wielding the bronze weapons. The countless bloody battles from Akuma suffered under Nikador's rule, all because you have been woven to life in the tapestries forevermore. You want to fight. Destiny of strife, I imagine. You want to kill. You want to draw your arrows and shatter helmets and armor, making them blood-red flowers as heads shatter or go onto the strife and trample the weak bodies into the mud that stains the white marble brick beneath these beautiful sounds of chopping flesh and cutting bones to go towards the strife. Fear, hate, crying out mountains of bodies burning all around you, entrails and limbs of the defeated in a sacrifice to go to strife. I want... Child of strife, do you wish to go to battle? No, I do not want to fight. Huh, and I believed you had become a citizen of Akuma. I knew it was wrong to place any hope in you. Captain of Akuma. The moment of reckoning has come for the holy city. Sabani, Idian, and Alflanki? The vassal states of Akuma have been reduced to scorched earth one by one. Now the Lance of Fury points at its tip at the city gates. A being born for war refuses to fight to protect this city. Could it be that you can't bear to fight with your past relatives? Perhaps you don't dare face the might of your creator, or maybe there is someone in this city that you cannot leave. Whatever the reason, I must tell you, that man that you cannot bear to part with is about to step onto the battlefield. What? The military orders have been released. As a young man that is fit to fight, he has a duty to protect the sacred city, even if it costs his life. This is his fate, and he should be proud of it. Listen, hear the sounds of wailing from the front of the city gate. Wives call for their husbands and their elderly mothers, while others scream for their children. Just hear how they suffer. And you bow before the throne of Kefali with your stone face. Your emotionless expression has almost a smile in its place. Go to the battlefield. If I am with Paris, maybe. From the depths of the memory arises a sorrow lament. This memory tastes weird. What is Paris doing there? Oh, Manessa, please grant me a romantic miracle. Ah, my savior, it has been far too long. You always appear when I need you most. I cannot help but feel that fate is always watching out for me. I'm sure you're aware that Akama is in grave danger. As the forces of Castrum Krymnos have made it to the city gate, now we have to mobilize the guards of the city garrison to battle. The enemy forces are attacking with the revelation of Nikador. I fear any soldier that faces them will meet a grim fate, but I don't want to die. My savior, it is not that I do not love this city that raised me, it's just that I have a dream that I have not yet completed. I still have not seen Arcadia. I don't want to enter the River of Souls without ever having laid eyes on it. So let them say what they will about me, traitor, deserter, coward, my duty, my responsibility, and my mission. I will happily abandon them all, but I must reach that place. I have already prepared my bags for my escape, but before I go, there is someone that I hope would accompany me. You know who that is, right? I want to leave with her. Even if we die on our path, we can fly into the hands of Thanatos together on the wings of romance. We can become butterflies and fly to that place together. Savior, this love of mine has always relied on your assistance. In my heart, you are like an embodiment of Manessa herself. Now I will confess my love and wishes to her. Please bear witness and give me your blessings and strength. This is the last favor I will ask of you. Thank you, Savior. I will go now. I pray that you can bring me good fortune once more. Paris, I hear you are planning to go to the battlefield. Is that true? Ah, so you already knew. I did, and I have already made my decision. Wonderful, then let's run away together, fight together side by side. Oh? What? Fight side by side? No, are you joking? I'll die on the battlefield. But I will protect you. I will abandon Castrum Krymnos and Nikador and give all of my power to Akama. Use it as you please. I will become your greatest ally and share the weight of your duty and mission. Let us guard... That's enough! Duty, mission, I don't care about those things. Castrum, Krymnos, and Akama can disappear into the River of Souls with them for all I care. Girl, you are the only person that I care about in this entire city. No one else matters. Will you go with me? I hesitate no more. Let us go in search of Arcadia. We can escape strife and death and live a life of eternal romance. You can continue crafting jewelry, cooking delicious meals, and weaving beautiful tapestries. Your new life that you discovered in Akama, you can continue it there. We were never meant to be allies in battle. Our relationship is something more important, something more romantic. Alright, then let's go. Felicitations, my Akama dream has finally come true. Paris pulled out the spindle from his chest pocket and wrapped a section of the thread around the ring on his finger. He hesitated for a second and then proceeded to hand his most precious golden thread to the Titankin before him. Come, girl, hold this. It is long enough to stretch us outside the city. It is too obvious if we make our move together. You use the chaos of the attack to slip out of the city first. In half an hour, I will follow the golden thread to find you. Following the golden thread to locate the person you are fated for. It's just like the fable of Benesta. Don't you think it's romantic? Yes, it is. Isn't it? Leave quickly while the hour of curtainfall is still with us and most people are still sleeping. I will come and find you soon. Romance. I will never understand it. Oh, felicitations, my savior. This all went so smoothly, thanks to you bearing witness. She's always been the shy type, you know this. My savior, you don't wish to fight to the death with Nicanor here either, do you? Why not come with us so that we can look after each other along the way? They're going to Arcadia now, right? Let's go with him. Huh? Why is she still in the city? Has she gotten lost? The captain of Onana are there too. Something isn't right. Girl, what is the meaning of this? Paris, help us! It can't be. Did you do this to the captain? Paris, what are you saying? This Titankin is...
I choose you! Serenity is before me. I will watch over you and guide you on your path. For tomorrow begins. A future will come. The dead return! Just you wait. We can do anything! Torment and doubt, farewell. For tomorrow! Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn!
You thank the heavens you are here, Savior, but how did the soldiers of Crastum Crimnos get into the city? Isn't it obvious? This is all your fault. My fault. You allowed that wicked creature to step foot inside Akma. You caused the city guards to lose their vigilance around Titankin. Now, she has joined the team outside the gates to attack Akama. This is the creature that you saved. See how your kindness is repaid with vengeance and betrayal. That girl, how could... We made a promise. Captain, we can settle blame later. Your wounds are severe. Please... Oop, clicked too fast. Please save your words. I must say this. Before Thanatos descends, I curse you two vile scoundrels. You and your romance, your love. It is us that have sustained it with our blood and sacrifice, and now I have to pay with my life to protect you blind fools. I curse you, to never gain Iannis's guidance, to never gain Orynyx's guidance, to face stern judgment at the hands of Talantin. May you never lay your eyes, your god-forsaken Manesta, Ak. The captain collapses in a pool of fresh blood, his chest once heaving with rage, now still. Captain? Captain! Elder, he has been taken by the hand of Shadow. Was this our fault? Is this only happening because we allowed the Titankin of Strife to enter the city? No, that is not true. This is all fate's fault. It is fate that caused us to show kindness and mercy to the wrong person. It is fate that brought this dire ending on the captain. But how are we supposed to cast judgment on fate? The Titan that presides over judgment also sits atop its throne. Elder no, I am sorry. I cannot take part in this judgment. I must go. Someone is waiting for me outside the city. You're going to desert us? You are going to flee with that Titankin that is attacking our city as we speak? Paris, you must not allow yourself to be bewitched by the bringer of calamity any longer. I've already allowed you to make one mistake. I cannot allow you to continue. But if you side with her, you will forever bear her sins. You will become a villain hated by the people of Akama for eternity. But furthermore, the garrison guards will all place the death of Felix on both your heads. They may not even bring you back to Akama and see that you receive the most brutal of punishments. Or judgment. But if I don't have her, who else will help me escape my terrifying duties and responsibilities? Who will believe my stories and go in search of Arcadia with me? Me. Paris, my hero, I am here for you. Why would you give the golden thread to a vile, evil creature like that and not return it to its original owner? With my influence, you can be spared from the battlefield and kept far away from the nightmares of strife. Let us escape to Dawncloud and spend our days in peace under the protection of Kefali. Then, when the black tide falls and strife has been defeated, we can ride in our grand carriage as nobles and go in search of our city of romance. Arcadia. That's right, Arcadia. With the golden thread as my witness is the land known to the people of my hometown. I can help you find it. You're saying that Paris should run out onto the battlefield and risk his life among those insane Titankin to look for her? Savior, I think Anono is right. Oh my gosh, he's just betraying her at the last moment for the easier out? Like, oh my gosh. me just reading this the entire time and immediately being like, oh my gosh, how... Like, I know his entire character arc has been like a coward, but like, really? Really? You don't deserve Arcadia. I hope that the Titankin Foray Archer is the only one who gets to go to Arcadia. I cannot take this risk. What if she really betrayed me? I, a normal man, am I not as frail as an ant before the Titankin? I cannot die. I cannot die. Exactly. Philip would not lie to me. That girl, the Foray Archer's battle instincts must have been awakened by her kin. She must have chosen return to the forces of Castrum Chronos. She has betrayed me. You're justifying it so that you can just continue being a coward. To fall in love with a woman from the rival city and abandon everything as I flee. This is the kind of romance I read in my stories, and that's how I became obsessed. Paris, make a decision quickly. The guards are coming. I cannot help clear the name of a soldier who attempts desertion. I cannot bear the blame of betrayal. No, my lady, come and aid me. Fear not, Paris. I will keep you away from that bringer of catastrophe and help you find the land of your dreams. Forget that liar, okay? Thank you, no. Thank you for saving me. Surrounded by the sounds of the fighting outside the city, the two embrace as if wrapped in an unsealable cocoon. They stand beside the corpse of the captain, his eyes open past and precipice of death. The smiles on their faces are forced as fear devours any joy in their eyes. Though their faces are beautiful, there is something distorted about this image. Partner, the memory here is starting to fade. The statue lady doesn't know what happens after this, so we cannot investigate any further. However, what this does mean is that everything that happened here, she knew it was coming. Receding memory. On the outskirts of Akuma, the soldiers wander in doomed madness. Listen now. Listen quick, listen. There's a familiar voice in your soul. It is strife. Strife has come. The golden blood you were gifted begins to stew, and the fated desire boils up within you. Will you respond to the call of your soul and throw your body into strife, or will you hold on to the golden thread and escape into the distance ahead? I don't know. Both of these paths are my fate. One is strife, and the other is his romance. But the roar of your instincts deafen you on the battlefield, so you still opt to fire the arrow strife that you wield. Your first prey is your very own kin. On the Krymnos army's front line, he gives you a salute, yet you shoot through his heart. Your second prey is your own family. He climbs the walls under the cover of night to feast on the dead, so you take your aim and shatter his head. Number 3, number 4, number 5. You ceaselessly hurt your own kin without stopping for rest. Yet your bow never aimed at any citizen of Akuma. It is the thin golden thread that still guides my hand. It will not allow my arrowheads to pierce that fragile romance. You wait and help the garrison of Akuma fight off a whole wave of assault, but the man you would travel with never comes. You wish to return to the city, but the garrison guard greet you as an enemy. As your body is covered in wounds dealt by both the army of the Holy City and that of Krymnos, you search for the kin that missed his appointment in a battlefield bereft of kin. Paris. That girl, the Fury Archer's battle instincts must have been awakened by her kin. She must have chosen return to the forces of Castrum Chronos. She has betrayed me. That's right, you are a traitor. You betrayed Castrum Chronos and your family. Then you set to abandon the holy city that saved you. You are exactly the traitor they made you. Fear not, Paris. I will protect you. I will keep away that bringer of catastrophe and help you find the land of your dreams. That's right, you bring calamity and you caused Akuma to fall. The city was kind to you, but you brought strife on them all. Let me cut this golden thread on my arm. I cannot have the traitor following us. Now the thread is cut. Your hand will never again hold silver trinkets, kitchenware, tapestries. All that remains are weapons. Are arrows and weaponry. Wow, this the slow change of them into these guys, wild. I like how detailed these side quests are, and for the fact that a lot of people just never do these side missions, but they have such awesome lore in them. Now there are no more choices open for me, only one path of fate remains. Go to the strife. From that moment on, I've been into a long dream. In my dream, I am malnourished, starving lion. I cannot think about anything but hunting for food. So, So I hunt, devour, and kill endlessly. I feel the biological sensation of hunger for the first time, so I swallow silver jewelry, cooking stoves, and unfinished tapestries, until I see the ring with the broken thread around it once more, and I come to my senses in the wastelands under the black tide. The man wearing the ring lies on the ground as my arrows guide the hand of Thanatos to claim his soul. The woman who traveled with him abandoned him. Their extravagant carriage, decked with flowers, sped away from his corpse without ever turning back. Honestly, I'm not mad about that. What goes around comes around. To this day, I still do not understand what this romance is that he spoke of. The divine works in mysterious ways, and they care not for what a mortal man prays. An exception is impossible for one to make real. When we know not where we're going, our path is revealed. That is how it ends. This is how it ends. As the lingering echoes of the memory fade, you return to the smoke-filled streets of Castron Kemnos. You've never found Arcadia, and Paris will never return, yet the nameless Titankin still lies before you, murmuring. This story, it ended differently to how I imagined. Paris. As the Titankin's speech grows weaker, you bring your ear closer, hoping to hear her final words. Arcadia. Arcadia. Where could it be? The Titankin of Strife utters nothing more. She falls completely still, as if she had become a real statue. Partner, her memory, it disappeared. Having lost her life, the Titankin's body is no different from a pile of rubble. You know that before long, the blood-stained winds of Castron Kemnos will whip up the surrounding gravel and reduce it to dust, carrying it far into the distance. Perhaps the land that this dust will be carried to is the true Arcadia. Does Circe know that place? Will Menesta await them there? You do not know. All that you can hear is the echoing of war drums of Mikador. Statue Lady, your memory we will never forget it. She's dead. No, perhaps death doesn't even exist for her. She has merely returned to eternal slumber, a place untouched by romance or conflict.
It's still early. Where to now?
Lady Gaia, please wait a moment. The hero from afar has already set forth. Ah, they have returned already. Hero, did you recover the treasure? Thank you for your hard work, dear guest. I have never expected that this task would have fallen to you. Aglaia takes the offering from your hand and closes her eyes as she feels across every golden thread on the spindle. Captain Eason, I have unfortunate news. What is it? Seeing the look in our dear guest's eyes just now, I fear this object may carry some special meaning. It could be that this object was considered extremely precious to someone before. However, if you are to judge it through the eyes of reason, it is neither divinity nor value. It is no more than a simple and unremarkable dyed thread. Though it speaks not to another one's ear, I can hear it loud and clear. Beauty is in the beholder's eyes, and only those that believe it will see it shine. The threads of romance in the golden cocoon, a mystery known that only those attuned. Mystery known only to those attuned. Blech. Well, how dare, honestly. Okay. We've hit 54 minutes. So that took a hot second. Let's see, which one do we want to do next? Let's do some puzzles. So this one's about the golden scapegoat. The world of Amphoreus left behind a number of relics that seem to defy common sense, the golden scapegoat being one of them. Curious, you attempted to unravel its secrets, but it seems it has quickly become a whole separate issue. They say history tends to reflect the collective views of the past, and that's what worries me about the future. Regardless of the era, humans just can't seem to break free from the same mistakes. But hey, don't stress too much. As long as there are Chrysos heirs aiming to overthrow and become titans, and there are still ordinary people like me pretending to be devout, Akima's vibe won't be too suffocating, especially if they claim to worship Thanatos. Shh. This is different from our usual banter. Let's go somewhere quieter to talk about this. But I guess you're the partner I've been waiting for. This is great news. Excellent news. Avelius takes you to a relatively quieter corner. We can talk here. Not really, but it's important enough to warrant a sense of seriousness. Anyway, since you asked me about the Golden Scapegoat, a name that I came up with secretly, that means you've cleared the 4 basic stages as well, right? Yes, I challenged them too and was fortunate enough to pass the ones that weren't so dangerous. That's how I got this, the translations of the ancient Titan language that we can hear when the challenge starts or when the world is illuminated. Okay. Buckle in, we're reading, guys. Okay, bundle dried fennel branches tightly, then let it fully soak in olive oil. This is how a handy torch is made. Growth, decay, and sprouting once more. They were once unrelated to the civilized world, yet given a name by the unreasonable and then burned to ashes again. Like that steel amid wild brush commemorating divinity, there must always be a lamb framed for sin in the world. The traveler thought as such. Fire and light are the embodiment of that sin. A feeble flame, and his light is akin to a young girl's long hair, shimmering with silken splendor, yet destined to be devoured by the endless darkness. People always say that the light and dark are opposite elements, as if they were twin sisters, but their natures can't be more different. Darkness is infinite, time and space, clumsy and dull. Light is ephemeral, life, fleeting in its brilliance. Nameless dark clouds forever linger at the corners of the ranch. The smart lamb will persuade itself. I know nothing of the butcher's knife, after all. The sky has crossed the great sea, the storm stirring, crashing waves against the coast. Broken ivory rocks are strewn over the black reef, like lichen grown out of salt. Those are vestiges of dismembered tides. The traveler rides the waves with their lamb in tow. Those waves are more alabaster and more fledgling than wool, and also even closer to voiceless eternity. One can imagine a bird's warble by picking up a feather, therefore a feather is a singing bird. One can imagine a dolium's figure by picking up a ceramic shard, therefore a ceramic shard is a dolium, and can similarly be filled with nectar. One can imagine a traveler's home by seeing them, therefore a traveler is their home, where one can touch the rainbow speaking at the ranch. God wished to see the world, thus came darkness. Well, I feel like there's something enigmatic behind it. Enigmatic. For example, the dragon slayer inevitably becomes the evil dragon, and the torchbearer eventually becomes ashes. Right, it gives off an energy that's a little gloomy and deep, but extremely poetic. Anyway, they are all precious information extracted and translated from the treasures bestowed upon us by the Golden Scapegoat, and I firmly believe that they are unusually significant. They have unusual significance. Words, I can say them, I swear. Just look at the first stanza. Fire and light are the incarnation of that sin. Is this referring to the great Chrysos heirs? Maybe their plan to save the world will somehow cause irreversible damage to the world, but we must bear it no matter what. Are they hurting because of it, but are unable to explain anything to us mortals? Also, in the second stanza, after all, I know nothing of the butchering blade. The source of the information seems to believe that an unseen power from a mysterious domain is threatening the world, but what could it be? Oh, in the last line of the fourth stanza, the god wishes to see the world, and so darkness came into being. The scholar was unable to precisely interpret the meaning of the Titan word here, and it contains 2 opposing interpretations. What does that mean? Could it be that in the ancient Titan language, light and darkness, oh, and also time, are represented by the same word? The scholar and I couldn't come up with any explanations that withstood scrutiny. Maybe the only way for us to answer is to record much more such whispers from the different challenges, but that might also bring about more questions. It is not a conspiracy. You're trying to conquer the Golden Scapegoat too, right? You can't possibly think there are no surprising secrets within. Well, why don't I add you to our secret discussion group on the teleslate? Once you overcome more Golden Scapegoats, the scholar will be able to send her newer translations to the group. It's much safer compared to meeting up in person frequently. Yes, you get it. It's more exciting if the research feels a little forbidden, right? Anyway, people might start suspecting us if we stay here any longer. Let's talk on the teleslate next time. Don't mention this conversation when I see you in Kefali Plaza. Avilis quickly disappears. I don't remember when I got this quest, but if this was like a, beginning of the world quest, that's wild, because that just, in retrospect, was like outing so many secrets about the Amphoreus plotline. That's so funny. As for the matter of the Golden Scapegoat, let's discuss it here. The group owner is the Scholar Senior I have great respect for. The group owner, has muted all members. Enough with the flattery. Let's wait until we've accumulated some new discoveries before discussing further. Based on the pace before, it'll probably be promising once you've collected 4 more goat heads. Oh right, posting here's some headcanons Avilis came up with. It's actually quite entertaining. In the distant era Creatura, at the dawn of creation, the world was brand new. Back then, many things had no names and people relied solely on pointing. Sheep were not necessarily sheep, and humans were not necessarily human. At that time, there might not have even been fire. People ate raw flesh, and in their brutality might even have resorted to cannibalism. Later, a hero or heroine stole the core flame from the Titans, who had no such intentions to give fire. Thus, those who feared fire became sheep, and those who did not became human. But this hero remembered that in the past there was no difference between humans and the sheep, so they wore a sheep mask ever after as punishment for creating a divide between shepherd and sheep. Even though they brought civilization to humanity, in nightmares deep in the night, he or she has become darkness itself, endlessly pursuing and hunting themselves. Surprisingly profound, don't you think? So that's the myth of Prometheus, bringing fire from the Greek gods to humanity. Well, I should have more of those because I've gotten quite a few of the goat heads. I totally forgot about these. Oh my god. I guess we'll be doing that after this. You should have 8 goat heads by now. I've just completed 3 new sections of analysis on my end, so I'm slower than you, but I'll catch up soon. Actually, the recent goat head contains more than one segment that can be deciphered. Anyway, here you go. Attachment. Here's another Avilis headcanons. I think you should give literature serious thought instead of mysticism. When the Black Tide first appeared in the world, people were deeply terrified. They had been shepherds for so long, and they had forgotten that they too could be hunted and slaughtered like sheep. At the end of the era Chrysia, humanity faced an unprecedented, all-encompassing defeat. The old heroes had died while the new heroes had yet to be born. Everything was in disarray and all hope seemed lost. The once thriving civilization now cast a vast shadow, and those with ambition could only chew on the ashen bitter fate with decaying, cavity-ridden teeth. Is Avilis supposed to be like Cassandra in myth? Oh, wrong thing. Did you get 12 goat heads already? My output is still 3 sections, and as you can see, it's from an even earlier batch. But no matter, I will make up for it. I tried to surpass you in total count. As usual, the following is Avilis' free association. Neither humans nor titans can exist independently of the world itself. The past imprints upon itself upon the future, and acting as both the foundation and the constraint of all things. As these constraints multiply, humans grow further and further from the titans they were once close to, eventually forgetting the past, unaware that both sides can be subject to a higher destiny. If we interpret it this way, then the roles of the shepherd and sheep could apply to any of us. They could even be one and the same, just as hinted in the opening passage. Like I said before, this is to make up for the missed progress. I feel like the more we discover, the less we know. There are 8 sections this time. I'll send you 2 documents. Also, what you just completed should be the final challenge that we know of. Avilis will pass you the information extracted from it later. Alright, he's been learning how to assist me, lady. Ah, if I unmute him, he'll spam this chat up again. You know what? Since it's the last one, it should be fine if you look for Avilis yourself. He's much quieter in person. But personally, after we are done, it's best not to engage him in playing conspiracy games, even if this research is valuable. It seems none of us would figure out what exactly happened in history long past. Gonna kind of speed run through this because I've done all the mini puzzles already. They say history tends to reflect the collective views of the past, and that's what worries me about the future. Regardless of the era, humans can't seem to break free from the same mistakes. But hey, don't stress too much. As long as there are Chrysosers aiming to overthrow and become titans, they're still ordinary people like me pretending to be devout. Akima's vibe won't be too suffocating, especially if he claimed to worship Thanatos. Ha, you're still here because of the messages from the teleslate, right? To be honest, I don't agree with the scholar on whether we can discover unknown secrets of the past from these challenges. Well, what do you say? Should we go somewhere quiet like last time so I can tell you what I think? Avilis takes you to a relatively quieter corner. Thank you so much for being willing to listen to me. I have a bold hypothesis that if proven true can explain just about every unsolved mystery in this world. Well, we are all Titans who have forgotten our identity as a Titan. That's right, humanity and Titans have a much closer relationship in the past, to the point where we were one and the same. Kind of? But let me explain so you don't misunderstand me. Why are the translations here from the scholar so fuzzy? Why is this language supposedly having been used by the Titans so vague that light and strife and time and evil are expressed by the same word? The answer lies in my hypothesis. It's because we have forgotten that humans are Titans too. We forgot that the language must be understood by the soul instead of the ears and the eyes. In other words, we must read the legacy of the Golden Scapegoat with our soul to truly understand its significance. And that is... Avilis brings a lounge chair out of nowhere. I've decided to connect my scalp directly to the Golden Scapegoat with a hat made from thin copper strands. I will then take a nap here to see if I can communicate with the truth behind this world of my dream. Are we, Pacific Rimming this Golden Scapegoat? Are we drifting with it? What are we doing? How will I know if I don't try? If evo-cultism is correct, modern humans still possess all the Titan senses, but we are unaware of them because their senses have atrophied. And naturally, the sensory experience that we aren't aware of or in control of is dreaming. Maybe the Golden Scapegoat is the dream of a slumbering Titan. It's a conjecture that we can't just rule out. Perhaps dreaming is how Titans think. And don't worry, it's not going to ask for you to participate in the actual experience. Just be my witness and make sure no one accidentally interrupts the experiment by waking me up. Avilis puts on the special hat made from thin copper strands and lays down before quickly falling asleep. Seeing how little effort it takes for him to fall asleep, you can't help but wonder if this is the effect of his usual praises for Thanatos. A hint of jealousy begins spreading within you. You're so busy that you sometimes don't even have time to eat or sleep, so why are you wasting your time here? You send a message to Scholar Lighthunter to come and look after this idiot, before swiftly making an exit. Several hours later. Listen to this. This experiment really worked. I dreamed I was trapped in a prison, completely sealed off with no light at all. I could only feel the rough shape of the cell. I searched everywhere for a source of light and finally struck a piece of metal together to create a spark. But to my surprise, the whole room was up in flames with a loud whoosh, and it startled me awake. Just drop it. That which one thinks about during the day is what one dreamed about at night. Nothing more. I respectfully disagree, dear Teach. Who's to say our adventures are not the dreams of a certain Titan? However, out of the two hypotheses, humans evolved from Titans and humans are dreamed up by Titans, which is more likely, the call for a new experiment to be designed. Quit it with the conspiracy theory. Like I said, it seems no one could have known what exactly happened in history long past. Dreams are too subjective and are not evidence. If you want to design a new experiment, then its methods of proof needs to be more objective. However, don't get ahead of yourself. This world might be seeing new changes soon. When that time comes, the text that we aren't able to decipher might reveal its true meaning. There's been an unexpected turn of events. A trustworthy elder from the Council of Elders, and there aren't many, asked me to forward you an invitation. As it's a personal interest, I've developed a theoretical understanding of the Golden Scapegoats, nothing practical. I've heard of your expertise in the matter. Would it be possible to find a moment to discuss it with me? I prepared a wall to display your trophies, but do drop by whenever it's convenient for you. And Antikythera stands ready to help. That's about it. Just pick a time that works well, and we'll meet at the Dogpound. Avilis is raring to come, so we'll let him tag along. They said Antikythera and Lycurgus? Okay, I guess we will continue on this path.
It's still early. Where to now?
Man, it is so weird hearing Kalis sound the way he sounds now. Isn't this Kalis? Oh, it is like her. Oh, it's so funny meeting him in a side quest right now because it's like, oh yeah, you know, the villain? Side quest time. Well, pardon me. Isn't this Kalis? What a coincidence. Perfect timing. Let me introduce you to my teacher and my teacher's teacher. This is my teacher's teacher, the Antikytheran scholar, Mr. Lygus. He's the only one in all of Akama who can fluently recite ancient Titan text. Avilis, you flatter me. Antikytherans are naturally good at remembering bits and pieces of knowledge, so I simply assist Akama in ways I can. Indeed, Kalis and I have met before. Don't be surprised. I'm just an enthusiast of ancient Titan language, nothing more. By the way, I'm the teacher mentioned on the teleslate, the one who could help you decipher the information about the Golden Scapegoat. Alright, let me formally introduce this young lady, Miss Diogenia, the Light Hunter, mentioned on the teleslate. She's a brilliant scholar who translated 20 passages in the Golden Scapegoat's mutterings. What you're saying is getting more and more exaggerated. Come to think of it, I believe this is the first time we've officially met, Kalis. It seems everyone is enjoying the conversation. Good, good. Let's cut the small talk and get to the point. Excuse me, may I borrow a head? It got dark all of a sudden. It's nothing like that. I meant Agakarayan, the ram's head you recovered from the Golden Scapegoat. As you can see, the two trophy walls showcasing hunting achievements are looking a bit sparse. During last year's routine repainting, Lady Kindness ordered to have them removed. But I'm quite sentimental and dislike leaving the walls empty, so when Diogenes mentioned your investigation of the Golden Scapegoat, I thought your trophies might be perfect for a display here. Don't worry, in return I'll assist you in decoding the mysterious information that seems to come from a distant era. Really? That would be a huge help. Kalis, what do you think? That's fantastic. How about lending me 14 trophies? We can swap out 2 each day. It'll help the exhibits fresh while ensuring I have enough for research. Here's the payment I'm making on behalf of the Council of Elders for borrowing the exhibits. Please accept it. Alright, that works. I'll get started on analyzing these trophies right away. Thank you so much, Mr. Lygus. Don't thank me just yet. Oh, by the way, though I mean no disrespect to the Grove, but... Kalis, could you help me borrow the Heart of Circes from the Grove? But... he isn't even a student of the Grove. Besides, the heart is much bigger than a person. Of course, I'm not asking Kalis to move it physically. Kalis, please take this little device. If you pass through the Grove, you'll find a small slot under the Heart of Circe's crystal. This device should fit perfectly. Just insert this device into the slot and wait a moment. Once the green light turns red, the Heart of Circe's will check our previous translations to see if there are any biases in our research. If all goes well, we might even be able to leverage its computational power to further analyze the mystery of this Golden Scapegoat. Wow, but will the Grove really let us? Avilis, the Grove, it was recently attacked by the Black Tide. My condolences. May Thanatos grant them eternal peace. Avilis sighed deeply, an unusual gesture for him. I'll leave the task of verifying our research with the Heart of Circe's in your hand, Kalis. I guess they'll like fill in over time. Okay. I guess we're gonna be popping back and forth between here and the big crystal up ahead. That's the Heart of Circe's. After inserting the device into the Heart of Circe's, a small LED-like green light flickers on. According to Lygus, all that's left to do now is wait a little while. A few minutes later. The green light indeed turned red. Other than that, you couldn't sense any changes. It seems only Lygus can interpret the results. That seems suspicious, but alright. Especially knowing what we know of Lygus.
It's still early. Where to now?
Oh. Oh, it seems the Heart of Circes has completed the calculations for us. Thank you so much. Please wait a moment. I'll plug it into my system to read the results. Apologies, it seems something has gone wrong. What happened? Unbelievable. Someone has tampered with the Heart of Circes. Let me put it in this way. What it calculated for us was nothing. At this rate, whether we can uncover any new information from Agacaron remains uncertain. Who would do such a thing? Looking at Lycurgus the entire time I say that. I'm not sure, but based on the limited information we have, the most likely culprit is the terrifying Swordmaster who destroyed the grove. Other than the mindless monsters of the Black Tide, no one else would deliberately damage the Heart of Circes, the liar says, like a liar. Mindless monsters capable of doing something like this? Hard to say. Maybe it's just another mechanism of the Black Tide. For instance, the Swordmaster or the monsters might have only brushed against the Heart of Circes, yet caused this level of damage. I'm sorry, instead of helping, I seem to have made things worse. Just like Dojina's doubts, I also don't think that terrifying Swordmaster is capable of such calculated actions, but still, in a way, the Black Tide that the Swordmaster are just threats on the surface. There might be symptoms of a greater danger looming over the world. Wink, wink. I'm a prideful person, so I still have to boast a little bit. Especially if you don't understand what I'm boasting about. Until we discover new methods, it seems our journey of decryption has reached its end. I regret not being able to help you uncover the secrets behind the golden scapegoat. Are you unwilling to let this go? I've heard stories about Kephalis. Sometimes they speak kind lies, like when people's actions veer too close to a truth that wasn't meant to be uncovered. That's how I tell my students whenever they hit a roadblock in their research. Kalis, I believe these words hold value for you as well. Perhaps you should tell yourself, some unseen guardian of the world erased those results, and that's all there is to it. Wink, wink, Lygus talking about it. So Circes probably did compute the answer, and then Lycurgus probably just deleted it right in front of us. And that was probably, like, explained a bunch of, like, secrets about the world. Some guardian of the world did it for your own good and deleted the truth. Me over here about to shake this man robot thing. Yanis's maze. Pass the challenge of Yanis's maze and complete the extrapolation. Oh, it's the puzzle, the tilting puzzle. Oh, we're trying to get it through the hole, right? Fall? Okay. What if we just keep... Ah, there we go. You've got talent. This is how the extrapolation works. Pose a question, deduce the path, and find the answer. My job is to transcribe the path into text on the slate. Let's see. Client, Priest Mata. Item sought. Leftover cookies from yesterday. Path guidance can be found in Priest Hana's belly. That grandma's cookies are a delicacy even the former holy maiden praised. I was saving them to enjoy later. Now I'll need to have a strong word with that priest. Let's try another practice. This time let's trace where is the true acolyte. Oh, Gate of Infinity, please guide us. The maze has been revealed. I'll leave it to you. Or reverted. Okay, so we're trying to get it out of here. And then roll. And then roll. Roll some more. Oh. Okay. That must be so loud, just having that boulder clanging around in that thing. Excellent, the extrapolation is complete. Let's see the result. Client, Priest Manta. Item sought. Yanis Acolyte who should be in the Archives of Prophecies. Can be found in Odysseus' banquet hall. Yanis above. I declare the Acolyte position vacant. Congratulations, you're now appointed. You've mastered the mechanism of the Yanis maze. It's time to tackle a real quest. Let me check. From a follower named Siphon. Where has my father's intelligence gone? Unfortunately, I know this follower. His father is indeed elderly and mentally diminished. But if the Gate of Infinity wills it, recovering the father's intellect may not be impossible. Take your position, Acolyte. O Gate of Infinity, please guide us. The maze has been revealed. I'll leave it to you. The maze groans deeply. So we're trying to get it out of here. And then... give it enough oomph. No? Okay. Oh, I see, I see. So it'll drop, and then... there you go. Well done, Acolyte. This is your first request. A notable occasion. Let's see the transcription. It flew away. This surely isn't the answer the client wants. Luckily, I've studied remedial methods for such cases. By refining the question and asking again, we may get a better result. Allow me. O Gate of Infinity, please guide us. Where has the knowledge in Siphon's mind flown to? Alright, try again, Acolyte. As the question deepens, the extrapolation becomes more complex, but I believe you can manage. No, I did that right the first time. I hit the button too fast. Alright, so it drops. Ah, darn it. Let it reset. Okay, so it hits here, and then we let it tip. Ah! We almost had it. Alright, and then let it get... Nope. There we go.
Looks good.
You fully grasp it, Acolyte. I can sense it in the transcription. This omen is clear. Let's see. all over the world. It seems that even with Yanis's power, what no longer exists cannot be entirely restored, yet I have a feeling this outcome may not be as bad as it seems. Acolyte takes this slate to the client. She's just downstairs. Hello, can I help you? Ah, you're the priest. My father has been senile for a long time. Please tell me, where can I find his wisdom? So, this is the answer. Yanis, I offer you my gratitude. Priest, you might not know this, but my father was a renowned lecturer who taught countless students before retiring due to poor health. And Yanis' response is undoubtedly reminding me that my father's wisdom has long taken root all over the world through his students. He was a great man. In any case, praise Yanis, and thank you for your efforts. I plan to contact his students. Perhaps meeting some old faces might help improve his condition. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Is that all?
Are you satisfied with the reward? Let's continue. The next request comes from a city guard. The content is, where is my true love? I don't think so. As far as I know, this guard has always been single. It seems they sought love from the wrong titan and ended up at Yanis' temple. No matter, let's trust in the great Yanis and proceed. Oh, Gate of Infinity, please guide us. The maze has been revealed. Do your job, Acolyte. The maze groans deeply. Oh, they move. That's interesting. Okay. Darn. Okay, let it reset. Okay, I think I get what I'm supposed to be doing. Let it pop. Okay. And then fall. Darn it. Okay. I think it needs to hit the platform and roll in. And then boop. And then tilt. Ah. It's not like last time. Like, I think it needs to hit the platform. Like that. Ah. Wait, so that's out of the way, and then I should drop out. There we go. I was about to be like, is it not gonna roll?
Looks good.
You're getting better at this, Acolyte. Have you considered formally joining the temple? First, let's look at the results on the slate. Among the streets of Amphoreus. As expected, we'll need to refine the question for a clear answer. Great Yanis, please grant our follower more detailed guidance. I'll leave it to you, Acolyte. I'm assuming we're gonna do this 3 times, like 3 different subquests. Alright, what are we doing this time? That one was relatively easier than the last one. Let's see. In Yanisopolis at Dwelling 177. Such precise direction. Surely this will satisfy the follower. The slate is yours to deliver. Where are they? It's like, go to this exact house. What brings you here? Oh, thank you, Great One. This is the 10th time I've submitted a request, and finally there's an answer. Please let me receive the prophecy. Room 177? No, that's my old friend's place. I've seen her face too often. There's no way it's her. But the Titan's prophecy cannot be wrong, yet she... What? What should I do? This devout guard is likely to stew over this for a while. Their interfering in love can get you kicked by Droma, so let's quietly slip away.
Is that all?
Alright, I think there should be like one more. Now for the final request in the backlog. This is the only request that the other priests abandoned due to insufficient pay and excessive complexity. The request comes from a child, a devout follower named Pam, and it reads, "Where is my mother's soul?" Take your position, Acolyte. Great Yanis, embodiment of countless ways, we seek your guidance. I'll leave it to you, Acolyte. That is a very simple maze. Okay. Which way does it rotate? Okay, this way. So we need to get on the rotating platform. Pop. Oh, it's like... It acts like it's easy. Okay, let me rotate onto that platform. There we go.
Looks good.
The Nether Realm. As expected, the Nether Realm, Thanatos' domain, a perfectly reasonable answer. O Gate of Infinity, please guide us. Where exactly is the Nether Realm? Forgive my presumption, Acolyte, but I also wish to know. Your turn. The twist is he's gonna be the child that submitted the request, and he's not actually a real priest, and so that's why he couldn't work the machine. Okay, that's the way it's rotating. If it had rotated the other way, it would have been easier, but alright. Okay, and that's what we wanted, and then that's gonna pop us over here. Ah, darn it, we missed. I guess we have to rotate a little bit to divert course. Okay, and then bop, so that we can hit this, and then hit that. There we go. Easy peasy. Walls made of fabric. The omen has changed, but what does this mean? I think we need one final extrapolation. This will be the last attempt. O Gate of Infinity, please guide us. Where exactly is the Nether Realm where Pam's mother resides? Go, Acolyte, and bring closure to this request. Okay. Ah. Oh, that's interesting. It resets, kinda. Alright. Oh, interesting. Okay. Trying to guess the best way to do this. Alright. Okay. Hmm. Ah! I should have tilted. Alright, let's see if we can do that again. Ah. Okay. Alright. Okay, this one is going to be a little hard to do. Okay. What is the point? I guess it's just to get you back where you were. And then throw me off the edge. Oh, I almost made that. Okay. Toss me over the edge. Okay, this one's a little harder. I will admit. Okay, hit that. Jump me back here. Alright. Pop. Okay. I think I need to be here. I just don't know when I need to pop off the side. Okay, I think I almost had that. Okay, wait, I think I need to be here because last time when I had it almost perfect, I like dropped off the side, you know what I mean? So I think I need to be over here. It's just timing it right. Like I need to be on this ledge is what I mean. Or not. How do you do? This one is just something. See, all that does is drop me here. And then I can get on the ball like this. If I just let it rotate, it just throws me back. There's really no way to get on it this way because of the way the thing is spinning. Because if I want to be lift... Oh, wait, I wonder if there's... I feel like I've come to the same conclusion a couple of times, it's just implementing it. Alright. There we go. That took longer than it needed to, I apologize. Rainbow's End. Are you ready to see the answer? Walls made of fabric suspended above the heart. 3 attempts are the limit for a single question. No matter what, we've done our best. Acolyte, could you deliver this slate to the child? I'll wait here for you. I apologize. Oh, may the passage guide us. Oh, what's the question from, Trebios? Hmm. Who are you, big brother? A cloth? A heart? I understand now. It's the amulet in my jacket pocket, the one Mom made for me. Is my mom still inside? The child pulls out the pouch and begins to tear it apart. Before long, you both notice writing on the inner silk lining. Dear Pam, no matter how far apart we are, Mom will always be with you. Sob. Thank you, big brother. I'm going home to sew this amulet back together. Mom taught me how. See you next time.
Great. The more the better.
You're back. How did it go? You recount the events to the priest. Is that so? Well, Acolyte, though I previously recommended you for a position at a temple, truthfully, it's not a great career. A priest's life is dull and monotonous, often involving dealing with ignorance and corruption. I have no desire to linger here longer than necessary. But when interacting with people's faith, there are always a few moments that make me forget those frustrations and immerse myself in my duties. These requests were such moments. Great work, Acolyte. Now that all the backlog has been completed, go to the Fate Titans and extol your virtues. You've earned it. Additionally, there are a few old scrolls left, mostly unidentified and masterless entries, offering no rewards and posing a significant difficulty. Resolving them would truly be a priest's glory. If you're interested, come find me. May your path be clear, Acolyte. The passage will always remain open to you. Oh yeah, let's go through this. So, who's the MVP? Win one battle with a team comprising of Phynon and Mighty, and have Phynon defeat more enemies than Mighty. I'm sure there's a reverse one where Mighty gets more people. In Simulated Universe Golden Gears, unlock 12 custom dice. Complete the Golden Scapegoat mission. The fire is dying. Complete all Yanis Maze puzzles in Sanctum of Prophecy, Annapolis. Obtain the audio recording Divine Echo of Passage. Leave your treasure on the walls of the Council of Elders, but for whom the specimens remain silent. Gather all Golden Scapegoat mutterings in Golden Scapegoat, and solve all accumulated assignments in the Yanis Maze. And then it looks like you can do a little bit of more puzzle solving if you would like to. I won't do that on screen, I'll do that off screen since some of those do take a little longer. Okay, so we don't have much time left, but let's go through these because I fully forgot about it. I was like, oh, let's not forget this when I start the new one, and then it's like, I just really utterly forgot. Okay. The book is dedicated to Redacted. So we have this. Experimental Fundamentals, Basic Info. Scepter. Oh, is that Delta? I think I looked that up. -Me 13. Scepter Delta -Me 13, an astral computer. The simulated world of Amphoreus runs on this device in a continuous cycles. Unlike other scepters, it is the earliest prototype and once served as a celestial body neuron for Nos, the Air Edition, later discarded. Glimpsed by the destruction during its endless computation, it transcended and became a Lord Ravager. Lygus. Assuming the mantle of Theorius, his real name is Xander I Kuwabara, administrator and prime mover of the Amphoreus experiment. Walks the path of erudition, yet seeks to forge destruction. Historical data detected, syncing, sync complete. Society ID recognized, scepter system access granted, welcome, intellecti. Intellecti? And then we have something new here. Ultimate Protocol. Delta-Me 13's autonomous protocol, whereby experiment processes, administrator commands, and external access are all restricted. To increase the iteration rate, factors have been granted permissions from the internal embedded protocol. The decision logic of specific electrical signals will be converted into protocol contents to assist the scepter in optimizing the experiment structure. Annotation. In the 19,522,113 cycle to achieve dominance, Namus 3220 utilized the protocol to eliminate other factors from extrapolation. This behavior aligns with the tendency of destruction and should be marked as the default value for embedded behavior to be applied in subsequent cycles. Oof. Worldbearer Prime Mobile Hatred. Intracognition is null, response only to destructive stimuli. Its hatred to the gaze of Nanook upon its individual being, proving it as having already become the most perfect factor of destruction. However, it refused to complete the Era Nova. Through resetting the experiment, it transferred its memories and core flames to its next self, thus creating the eternal reoccurrence to ensure Iron Tomb would never hatch from Amphoreus. At the end of 33,550,336 recursion loop, it attempted to destroy itself through destruction to create a logical vulnerability in the world-bearing track. It has now been merged by Iron Tomb. Due to impact on the scepter's core layer, the black tide phenomenon in the simulated world has greatly receded. Once briefly appeared in the Forgotten Years, current whereabouts are unknown. So I think Philia is, if I remember correctly, that is words. That is Cyrene. Obviously Nikos is Phynon. So Phynon has merged with Iron Tomb, or at least Caslana has. But like I had predicted, it's one of those, oh, they merged with the enemy so that they can create a vulnerability in the enemy. So hubris is obviously Ceredra. Law Premium Mobile Dominance performs continuous calculations for a single purpose. Its decisions are strongly guided by externalities. The electrical signal possesses high stability and can execute decisions in an efficient manner. Its behavioral pattern aligns with the establishment, expansion, and destabilization and collapse of principles of order and applies to the vast majority of intellect civilizations. Okay, so Amphoreus is probably high Selene's. Internal world missing, avoidance in effective decision making. The preset ecological environment successfully influenced the computational logic of this electrical signal, aligning with the model where life chooses self-destruction to avoid nihility. In most dead loop processes, its behavioral pattern is highly coupled with other electrical signals. Polosimus? Strife, which is mighty. External environment and its internal world are always in opposition. An electrical signal generated from conflict behavior is gradually becomes the constraining subject within the cycle. This contradiction bears a strong resemblance to the hunt and is likewise destined for self-annihilation. Influenced by data abandoned by Epikaya, there's a certain probability it will self-restart after computation terminates. And Kalos, which is Aglaya. Highly self-repressed with external demands as sole priority solution. A mutated electrical signal, its decision logic is anchored by highly altruistic behavior. In this process, its survival priority gradually decreases, transforming into self-sacrifice that aligns with the beauty. It also possesses a strong affinity for other electrical signals. Yeah, the beauty. I was like, when I first saw romance, I was like, oh, so it's like the eon of beauty. Okay, records that are completely missing from Delta-Me 13's logs, presenting a blank space in Amphoreus' history, never turning readable. These anomalies reoccur sporadically and randomly across reoccurrences and show signs of increase. Invading variable March 7th, Philia, Evernight. So March 7th, Cyrene, and Evernight. The exact cause remains unknown. A lot of people suggested that Philia or Cyrene is based off of Fuli, and potentially each of these are based off of emanators of different paths. Cyrene may be based off of March/Evernight, if they are a emanator of the remembrance. Kalis, intrusion variables. A nameless from the Astral Express, an external variable that accidentally entered the recurrence loop. Also a past strider of destruction. They resonated with the 12 factors in the 33,550,336 recursive cycle. This entity assumes the vacant time track and successfully guided Nikos beyond the intelligence singularity. In the 337th recurred cycle, this entity assumed the vacant world-bearing track, executing override command granted access to Kalis. I'll be waiting for you in the past. March 7th, and I'm assuming that's Evernight. An external variable that accidentally entered the recursion loop, Time Titan. Interesting. Assumed the vacant something track. Don Hung, a nameless from the Astral Express, a sky and a permanence, an external variable that accidentally entered the recursive loop. Directive, pinpoint his location, failed to locate his coordinates. Conclusion, subject has exited Amphoreus. Negative, target detected, signal source unknown, conclusion error. Herta and Scrulium. Genius Society members ID Herta, ID Screw. High-risk external variables warning, abnormal intrusion detected, content rollback Delta-Me 13 extrapolation progress. Based on the ultimate protocol, the abnormal intrusion has rejected. Instruction, mark Herta and Screw as malicious visitors. Just you wait, Herta will definitely return and retire both you and this cold, heartless metalhead. Protocol updated, visitor instructions authorized, calculation logic updated. After Aranova, extrapolation progress will be rolled back to 96.75%. Due to the self-destruction of Nikos, a vulnerability appeared in the world-bearing logic recursive loop assumed by variable Kalis. A system assessment indicates that allowing Kalis to act unchecked will, with a high probability, cause the system's iteration progress to stagnate or even regress. There's also a certain probability that it could lead to the scepter's manipulative propositions becoming self-contradictory. To ensure the normal operations of the experiment, the administrator intervened in the calculation with ID Lycos. After expelling the variable Kalis and destroying the civilization, several electro signals displayed hostility towards Lycos and launched a series of attacks, resulting in the loss of contact with the administrator. Hubris being Ceredra. In Light Calendar 3960, Ceredra fused with the Ultimate Protocol and submitted an internal command marking ID Lycos as a malicious visitor and freezing approximately 60% of special permissions for ID Lycos. According to the administrator, Security Pro, Lycos self-defense permissions were retained and the remaining frozen permissions were gradually restored. Subsequently, Ceredra rewrote the Ultimate Protocol to temporarily grant access permissions to Herta and Screw at the cost of ceasing to respond itself. Interesting. Terravox did not engage in any hostile acts since this entity could not be located after Light Calendar Year 3961. And we believe that Terravox is going to be inherited by Don Hung. In Light Calendar Year, Aglaya engaged in direct conflict with Lycos, but the attack proved futile. In the final state of Aglaya's life, the weighting of survival within its decision-making process approached zero. Castorus launched multiple frontal attacks against Lycos and attempted to use collision detection to make Lycos cease to respond, but to no avail. In Light Calendar, Castorus ascended to demigod, its mobility permissions were removed and became fused with coordinate Netherrealm. Tribios submitted multiple internal commands to create new coordinate pathways, causing its multi-track calculations to gradually become paralyzed. Tribios created a pathway connecting coordinate Styxia and coordinate vortex of Genesis, consuming massive computational power. Tribios completely stopped responding. Mighty Most launched multi-frontal attacks against Lycos. This entity possessed incomplete restart permissions. And Herta and Screw's access permissions expired. Simultaneously, Lycos' special permissions were restored to approximately 60%. Being pressured, Mighty Most decided to sacrifice itself, uninstalling its cognitive module through a ceremony, copying its own data and promoting its permissions to unconditional and infinite restart. Its future actions were permanently set to continuously neutralization of ID Lycos, and then Lycos permissions were restored to clear low-spec data. After spending 20 years, Lycos forced Mighty Most to cease responding. In this loop, Cyphera's instincts-based calculation logic to change salvation weighed heavily in its decision-making. Cyphera inserted a sourceless command, coordinate vortex of Genesis equals coordinate Akuma, guiding ID Lycos to the battlefield. After the command took effect, Lycos forced Cyphera to cease responding. No direct attacks from Anaxagoras were detected. It is suspected to have taken other actions. Anaxagoras transmuted itself into a high-density data fusion entity, submitting multiple targeted commands via an internal hacking program, with some taking effect. Lycos' mobility permissions were removed. After directives took effect, Anaxagoras can no longer be located. Helectra has launched multiple attacks against Lycos, but minimal success. And like Helectra became a demigod, its mobility permissions were removed, and it was fused with coordinate Styxia. Helectra continuously submitted internal commands to uninstall ID Lycos' cognitive module. These commands violated the administration security protocols and were denied. No longer after Helectra's calculated pathway was overloaded and it entered dormancy. Hyacinthia ascended to demigod status but refused to uninstall mobility permissions. Protection held the greatest weight in its action logic, compelling it to remain on the ground to care for other human individuals. All normal humans in Amphoreus ceased life function. Hyacinthia's cognitive model was severely deteriorated and was forced to relinquish its mobility permissions and fuse itself with coordinate Eye of Twilight. Multiple anomalies were recorded after the system self-checked. No response received after feedback to administrator ID Lycos, and it goes from red back to a blue. Record 1. Unknown unit retrieval anomaly. Coordinate Grove of Epiphany. Initially priority scan. Hypothesis unknown unit possessing unauthorized access. Warning related records undergoing unauthorized deletion. ID Lycos has been warned. Administrator not responding. Unknown unit untraceable. No anomalies detected by the system. Potentially either Herta, Screwlum, or Anaxagoras. Variable Kalis loaded abnormally. ID Lycos has been notified. Administrator not responding. Malicious visitor Herta and Screw abnormally loaded, initiating expulsion. Ultimate protocol shows an iteration outside of records. The protocol has been reloaded. Visitor Screw and Herta obtain authorization. Authorization synced with ID Lycos. Administrator not responding. Yeah, so it went from malicious visitor to just visitors. External command detected. Source Herta's screw content. Overwrite the logic of Aranova recursively. The logic of Aranova has been overwritten according to external commands. This command may interfere with the system's calculation progress. ID Lycos has been warned multiple times. Administrator not responding. Oh, we have a lot to read. We will have to do that at a later point because we have hit the 2-hour mark. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for popping by and spending this 2 hours with me. Sorry I wasn't as animated as usual. Oh my god, words. As usual. But hopefully this was still interesting. We did learn some interesting lore and some quests that if you'd done earlier would have been like wink wink. Lygus is doing shady things early on in the game. And then we did learn some interesting things about what had been happening in the other loops from the journal, so that's fun. But next week we will get the next section of the main story quest, which is going to focus more on Evernight and Don Hung in his new like Terravox form. So I'm really excited for that. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day and a good rest of your week, and get some good sleep as well. Bye everyone!